ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஸ்ரீ பகவத்கீதா 10th chapter, Vibhuti Vistara Yogam. Bhagavan is explaining his own greatness, his opulences, how he is giving greatness to many elements, many aspects, many entities. Bhagavan is doing this to nurture the bhakti in Arjuna, because this is part of Bhakti Yogam. When Arjuna understands the greatness of Krishna, his devotion and love will increase towards Krishna. Hence Bhagavan is explaining his greatness. In the beginning itself he says that it is not possible to fully explain his greatness, so he is only highlighting certain aspects of his greatness. This Bhagavad Gita has a beautiful commentary from Emperumanar Bhagavad Ramanuja named Gita Bhashyam. Vedantacharya has given Tatparya Chandrika, another Sanskritam commentary. Puttur Sri U.A. Krishnaswamy Iyengar has given a beautiful elaborate Tamil commentary based on these two. We have translated the word by word meanings of the same into English, and with the help of that English translation we are now seeing the simple meanings for Bhagavad Gita. Now we have seen up to 29th shlokam in this 10th chapter. We will continue on with the next set of shlokams. 30th shlokam. Prahladas chasmi daityanam kalaha kalayatam aham mriganam cha mrigendroham vainateyascha pakshinam. Daityanam, among asuras, descendants of Dithi. Prahlada cha asmi, I am Prahlada. So Prahlada is a very great devotee of Bhagavan. In Vishnu Puranam, while explaining the greatness of Prahlada, it is said that after listing out Prahlada as the first great devotee of Bhagavan, it is difficult to list out the second person even matching his caliber, matching his devotion. So such is the greatness of Prahlada. So Bhagavan is saying that he is Prahlada amongst the asuras. Kalayatham, among those who think about causing sorrow. Kala aham, I am Kala, the agent of death who causes the sorrow of death. Any sorrow is very difficult to handle, but the greatest sorrow one faces is at the time of death, because we can even survive with a little bit of pain in the body, ache in the body, with a bit of disease, but thinking about the prospect of death, one becomes very scared. So that sorrow is considered as the biggest sorrow. So here Bhagavan is saying, I am Kala, the one who causes that sorrow of death. Yes, he is highlighting how he is the best among every aspect. So even in the sorrow giving persons, he is saying, I am Kala, I am the agent of death who gives the most sorrow. Mriganam, among animals, Mrigendra cha aham, I am the lion. It's well known that in the forest, lion is considered as the king. So he is identifying that he is lion amongst all the animals. Pakshinam, among birds, Vainateya cha, I am Garuda among birds. Vainateya means son of Vinata. So everyone knows that Garudalvar is very great. So Bhagavan is saying that he is Garuda amongst the birds. So in each of these categories, Bhagavan is, in some cases he is identifying as the Antaryami, in some cases he is identifying that he is giving the greatness to that particular entity. In some cases, like we are going to see in this 31st shlokam, where he says he is Rama against the one who holds weapons, he is identifying himself directly there. 31st shlokam. Pavanaha pavatam asmi Ramaha shastrabhritam aham Jashanam makaraschasmi Srotasam asmi Jannavi. Pavatam, among the movable objects. Pavana asmi, I am wind. Here movable objects are identified. It is observed that any object to move, the presence of wind is required. So wind being the main entity who himself moves and moves other entities also, Bhagavan is saying that I am wind among the movable objects. Shastra Bhritham, among the weapon bearers. Aham Rama, I am Rama, the son of Dasharatha Chakravarti. Bhagavan is identifying himself here directly. He is not saying that I am the one who gave Shakti to Rama, because Rama is Bhagavan himself. Jashanam, among the big fishes living in water. Makara cha asmi, I am Makara fish. Makara fish is a fish which is very huge, and Bhagavan is identifying that he is that great fish of Makara among the fishes. Srotasam, among the rivers which are moving. Jannavi aham, I am Ganga, the daughter of Janu Rishi. Ganga has special greatness because when Brahma was ready to wash the divine feet of Bhagavan, as Bhagavan measured the three worlds as Trivikrama, at that time Bhagavan's lotus feet went up to Brahmalokam, and Brahma wanted to wash Bhagavan's feet at that time. Dharmadevata became the water in the Kamandalam of Brahma, and he used that water to wash the feet, lotus feet of Bhagavan. And that water, that Tirtham, when it came down, it was held by Rudra, Shiva, on his head, on his matted hair. So this Ganga has the greatness of being the reason to establish Bhagavan's supremacy. Our Acharyas explain that when someone washes one personality's lotus feet, when one person is showing his feet to be washed and another person beholds the water coming from that feet, it is obvious that the person who is showing his feet and his feet is being washed, that person is the supreme. So because Ganga has this role in establishing Bhagavan's supremacy, Ganga is considered as great. So Bhagavan is saying that I am Ganga among the rivers. 32nd Shlokam. Sarganam adir antascha madhyam chaivaham arjuna. Adhyatma vidya vidyanam vadaha parvadatam aham. Arjuna, O Arjuna, Sarganam, among the created entities, Adi, the creators who are the cause, Antaha, the destroyers at the end, Madhyam cha, those who sustain in between the creation and destruction, Ahameva, I am only. So Bhagavan is saying in this shloka about the creators, destroyers and those who sustain. Adi, Anta, Madhyam generally would mean just the beginning, end and middle. Here, because it is talking about the entities, it is explained as creators, destroyers and sustainers. So Bhagavan is sustaining as himself, as Vishnu. As Antaryami of Brahma, he is doing the creation. As Antaryami of Rudra, he is doing the annihilation, destroying. It's not just Brahma who is the sustainer, who is the creator. There is also Prajapatis. Similarly, at the end also, time, Agni, they are all involved in destruction. So plural is also fine here. So Bhagavan is saying that he is the creator, he is the destroyer and he is the sustainer. Vidyanam, among Vidya, knowledge, Adhyatma Vidya, which is knowledge about the Atma, and Paramatma, Ahameva, I am only. So Bhagavan is saying that among the processes to acquire knowledge, the upasanas, he is Adhyatma Vidya, he is the process through which knowledge about Atma and Paramatma are acquired. Pravadatham, among those debaters who do three types of debates, namely Jalpa, Vidanda and Vada. Aham, I am. Vada, argument which is aimed at establishing the truth. So there are three types of debates. One is Jalpa, which is just casual uttering of unrelated, incohesive words. Vidanda is intentional arguing without any basis, without any logic. And Vada is the proper debate, proper logical arguments. So Bhagavan is saying that I am Vada among the types of arguments and types of debates. He is specifically identifying himself as the entities who engage in such Vada, such debate. Next, 33rd Shlokam. Aksharanam akarosmi dvandvaha samasikasya cha aham evakshayah kalo dataham vishwato mukah. Aksharanam, among alphabets. Akara asmi, I am akaram, that is A. Even Parashar Bhattar says Akarartho Vishnuhu in his Ashtashloki. It is explained in Shastram also that A, the Akara, relates to Bhagavan Vishnu because it is the cause, it is the root of all alphabets. And Bhagavan is the cause of everything. So he is identifying himself as Akaram. Samasikasya cha, among compound word formations. Dvandva asmi, I am Dvandva Samasam. Compound word with importance to both words in the formation. Samasa in Sanskrita grammar is that which helps in joining two words and understanding the two words. There are different types of samasams. Tatpurusha samasam is there, Bahuvrihi samasam is there, and then there is Dvandva samasa, which is identified here by Krishna. When two words are joined, sometimes the first word may have importance, sometimes the second word may have importance, sometimes some other word which is not even present in this two words may have importance, the meaning may have importance. And this Dvandva samasa is where both the words have importance. The example given by Putur Swami in the commentary is Rama Lakshmanau, but that means Rama and Lakshmana. In this compound word Rama Lakshmanau, both Rama and Lakshmana have equal importance. So Bhagavan is saying that among the compound word formations, I am Dvandva Samasa, the formation where both words have importance. Akshaya Kala, the endless time. Ahameva, I am the endless time, says Krishna. Vishwatomukha, one who is having a face for each of the four directions. Datha, Brahma, the creator of entities within the universe he controls. Bhagavan creates the universes, and each universe will have a Brahma, and within that universe, that Brahma along with Prajapatis will engage in creation. So this Brahma, Aham, Bhagavan says that is him only. Because he is the Antaryami of Brahma, and by being the Antaryami, he engages in creation inside the universe. So that is 33rd Shlokam. 34th Shlokam. Mrityuhu sarvaharashchaham udbhavascha bhavishyatam kirti shrir vakcha narinam smritir meda dhritihi kshama. Sarvahara, robbing the lives of all creatures. Mrityu cha aham, I am death. So here Bhagavan is saying that he is death which robs the lives of all creatures. Previously also he explained himself as Kala and then Yama, but here it can be seen that he is the one who really takes the life in this particular case. because each word has specific meaning in Sanskritam. So here Bhagavan is saying that I am that person who is causing the death directly. Bhavishyattham, for the creatures which are created. Udbhavacha, the art of creation. Aham, I am. So the act of creation is highlighted as Bhagavan himself. Nari Nam, among women, Shrihi, Shri Devi, Shri Mahalakshmi, who is the chief, who is the head. Kirti, Kirti Devi, presiding deity for fame. Vak, Vak Devi, presiding deity for speech. Smritihi, Smriti Devi, presiding deity for memory. Meda, Meda Devi is presiding deity for intellect. Dhriti, Dhriti Devi is presiding deity for courage. Kshama Cha, Kshama Devi, presiding deity for forbearance. Aham, I am. So among women, Bhagavan is identifying these great women personalities, Sri Devi, Mahalakshmi, and then Kirti Devi, Smriti Devi, Vak Devi, Meda Devi. So even though there is no word of Devi in the shlokam, Kirti, Shri, even though the aspect is explained, that aspect belongs to a particular personality, particular Devi. So Bhagavan, since he says among Stris, because he is saying among women, so this is explained as these women, they all have Antaryami. Bhagavan is Antaryami of all of these entities also, all these women personalities, and he gives them the greatness and strength. So that is 34th shlokam. Next 35th shlokam. Brihat Sama Tata Samnam Gayatri Chandasam Aham Masanam Margasirshoham Rutunam Kusumakaraha Tatha. In the same manner, Samnam, among Samavedam chants, Brihat Sama, I am Brihat Sama. There is a particular section in Samavedam called Brihat Samam, which is greatly glorified. So Bhagavan is saying that I am that Brihat Sama, because he is highlighting the best among all of the entities. Chandasam, among Chandas, meters. Gayatri Aham, I am Gayatri. In Sanskritam there are different meters. There is Gayatri Chandas, there is Anushtup Chandas. Among those, Bhagavan is saying, I am Gayatri Chandas. Masanam, among months, Margasirsha Aham, I am the Margali month. This Margali month is explained as the Brahma Muhurtam of Devas. So this period is considered as very auspicious. So Bhagavan is saying, I am this Margali month. Rutunam, among seasons. Kusumakaraha, I am spring season. Everyone likes spring because it is not too cold, not too hot. It is reasonably warm and all the flowers will be blossoming. So this season is considered as the best, and Bhagavan is identifying himself with this particular season. With this we will stop today and we will continue on in the next session. Hopefully tomorrow we will complete the remaining shlokams of this 10th chapter. Alvar Emberimanar G.R. Tiruvadigalai Sharanam, G.R. Tiruvadigalai Sharanam.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download KOYIL, KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, KOYIL.org.